Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Henry Dreas here with the Strength Journey podcast and YouTube channel. Today we're talking about creatine monohydrate. What is it? Is it safe for kids? And everything in between. Let's get into it. Creatine monohydrate is an amino acid, and instead of producing proteins, it produces ATP, which is the type of energy used in anaerobic exercise, which is short bursts of speed and power. For things like weightlifting and sprinting. Creatine is found in the body naturally and is also in things like meat, such as beef and fish. Your body actually makes creatine every day. So right now, as you're watching this video, your body's actually making and manufacturing creatine. So it is something that is found in the body naturally, and it is not anything like a steroid or anything harmful of that sort. It is just a supplement. It's not a medication or a hormone, and it's something that people use to try to gain more muscle and strength. Creatine stores water in your muscles, which allows them to recover faster and exert more force than they would. It also, because of that, allows them to grow in size, allowing you to look a little bit bigger than you did before. These results are not immediate, and this happens over the course of around a month. It takes a little while for the water to build up and to stay in your muscles. So sometimes when people are on creatine, they'll say that they'll gain weight because of the increased water in their muscles. And it's not a bad thing, it's all good. It means you're more hydrated, which is exactly what you want. Creatine also actually has proven psychological benefits, such as enhanced memory and comprehension. However, there are some downsides to creatine, such as in a sport, you might get taken off of the bench and be put into the game because of your increased power and speed now. So, that might be a downside for you. Also, it could possibly help to raise your GPA because of your improved brain function, and it can even boost your self-esteem because it makes your muscles look bigger. So, I don't know, guys. You have to weigh those downsides to the results. I don't know if it's right for you. I'm kidding. Couldn't tell. Those are all great things that happen because of creatine. And actually, out of the 30 years of testing, this is the most researched supplement on the planet. And there's no real risk to taking it. They've done tests on adults, on men, women, some kids. There needs to be more on kids. I do agree with that. But for what they have so far, there's no real side effects or even downsides really, except for like a little bit of a gut discomfort. But that was it. And if you have a well-functioning like liver and kidney, then there's no reason not to take this. I'm not a doctor, all right? So you should talk to your doctor first before taking this. But there's basically no real side effects. There's so many good things that can come from this. Taking creatine can also create antidepressive effects, which I know is a big issue with lots of teenagers. They did that study on teenagers, boys and girls, and adults, men and women. And there's a video by Dan Huberman on it. You can watch that. So here comes the question: would I recommend creatine to new lifters or teenagers? The answer is yes, is mostly yes, but a little bit no. So obviously you should check with your doctor first, make sure that you're okay, make sure that your kidneys are functioning well and that your liver is functioning well. And also I wouldn't take it within my first 1.5 to 2 years of lifting because of what I talked about in the last video, which check it out up here, is because of your newbie gains. So when you start working out, you gain muscle instantly, and you start because your body over adjusts to it. So in the beginning you don't even need this. Like, it's not really going to make any difference in your first 1.5 to 2 years. But after the newbie gains slow down, then I would start considering this. It's not a magical serum, right? Creatine only works if you work. It's a supplement, so it's like protein powder, right? If you just take protein powder every day, you're not going to become jacked. If you take creatine every day and you don't do anything, just sit down, you're not going to become jacked, right? You actually have to work out and put the work in. And this isn't like going to make you huge. For taking it for athletic purposes, you have to really put the work in to actually see any results. So if you've been consistent for 2 years, then I would strongly recommend taking creatine monohydrate. All right, you don't have to take a super expensive version, right? This cheap one from Amazon. This is the NutriCost creatine monohydrate here. It's one of the cheaper ones, right? You just need the powder. It should be 5 grams per serving. That's all you need for a day, 3 to 5 grams. I wouldn't recommend taking pills. I mean, they're less per serving, right? So you'd have to take more of those, and in the end, you pay a lot more for a lot less. Make sure to take creatine monohydrate, not any of the other forms. It will add up after a few years, so just keep that in mind. For creatine, the cheapest version of creatine, like I say, there's a really expensive powder and there's a cheap powder. It's pretty much the exact same stuff. So I would just go with the cheap one. Like, why not save some money for the same exact results? All right, I have to have everything in line first. So like, let's say, you know, I have to have a consistent training plan. I have to be training for 2 years. You don't have to, but I recommend it. Your diet should be in good shape. You should be getting your body weight in grams per protein a day. All right, if all of those boxes are checked for especially your diet, that makes a huge difference. You know, you're getting enough sleep and your hydration is good. If all those boxes are checked, then you can add creatine, and there you go. All right, now that you know all about creatine, you can decide if taking this is right for you, if it fits your needs for whatever stage you're in. Remember, I'm not a doctor. My goal is just to inform you with the knowledge that I've learned over the years. I hope y'all learned something today. Don't forget to subscribe. Be smart, work out, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.